Hello, YouTube. I'm going to do this without glasses. Good morning. It's afternoon. Good afternoon. I am going to put a picture up of my breakfast because I think it's pretty cool for breakfast. Anyway, the pigeons are coming back because now they're looking for a warm place to spend the winter. And tomorrow, when the money comes in, I am going to the hardware store to buy my wood and maybe a couple more buckets and a big bag of dirt. And I need some hardware to stabilize my son's very wobbly desk. It's a good desk. We don't need to ditch it yet just because the legs are wobbly and I know how to fix it. So, tomorrow afternoon or evening, you will find me setting up my new setup for the garden. And I am so happy. I think I'm going to really disappoint the poor pigeons. And I've decided to name the pigeons. I've named all the bed bugs. Now I think it's time to name the pigeons. And the bed bugs have names like Mabel, Gertrude, uh, Ethel, any old kind of name. And I've got to decide which decade I want to name the pigeons. If anybody has any ideas, you can let me know. Otherwise, I think maybe the 80s, 90s, something more recent. And, okay, I planted my scarlet my red runner beans. And in 4 days, they popped their heads up. Not only that, but they grew about an inch. And they grow more than an inch every day. It is, you could sit there and watch them grow. Yeah, and at the same time, if you stand up a little bit, you can see the beautiful canal. And scarlet runner beans like cool to coldish weather. They don't like the summer. If it gets too hot, they stop production, which is one reason I like scarlet runner beans. And you can eat any part of them, although I probably would choose not to eat the stem or the roots, but if you did, you wouldn't get poisoned. But you can eat the flowers, you can eat the pods, like green beans. You can open them up and take the beans out. You can dry them to eat later, like dried beans. And you can dry them to save them for seeds for next year. So this is very exciting. The last time I grew this kind of bean was in 1991. So we'll see how this does. The lady is still pouring the water down. But I think this new setup, which it's going to pull the plants farther back from where the water comes. And so I'm still working on that. And I noticed that the lady downstairs has bought a big stack of buckets, and maybe, I don't know if she's going to catch water or plant plants. That's a good idea, just to have a bucket turned right side up. Let it fill with water so the lady can see what she's doing. I'm so mean. So, anyway, this winter, okay, I'm growing the beans and carrots. The carrots are coming up all nice in a nice little rows. And I'm growing two kinds of carrots. The first one that are already planted usually get to be about 3 inches long. They're little carrots. And the other ones are the ones I like to grow, and they're Parisian carrots. And they're the size of a big marble. Or maybe the size of a cherry tomato. Uh, yeah, or an egg yellow. Um, and they're so delicious. They're so good. And I'm gonna be right on planting Swiss chard. It just won't decide to cool off. So I have to wait on some of these plants to plant them, like the Swiss chard. And I think that's all I'm going to grow this winter. That's enough because I've never gardened in the winter before. So I just want to see how I do. Next year, I am definitely not going to grow cucumbers. Out of all those cucumber plants, well, I only had two, but all the flowers were male except for one. So I got one cucumber, and it was good. Not growing them next year. I'm not going to overwinter my strawberries, but next year I'm going to grow the hot ones, which starts with an E now. I've found out. I'm going to grow my Marconis, and I might try habaneros. I'm just going to really stick with tomatoes and peppers. Take a break. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and you're not freezing and you're not boiling. I hope you're having a nice, pleasant, warm fall day and enjoy those fall colors. Bye.